New videos every day.
I like to know things.
Before we get started today, I would like to ask you what you think a healthy snack would be. We're going to do a video on healthy snacks, and I really would like to know what you 2 or 3 things that you think would be quick, easy, healthy snacks. So please pause the video and let me know what you think. Now today's video is the top 10 healthy refrigerator staples on a budget. And I got a few emails from some college students who were in the dorms, and they were looking for some ways to eat healthy, and even though they only have access to their little mini refrigerator in their dorm room because they can't cook, they don't have a stove or anything like that. So this video is in response to them, but you can apply this to yourself too if you want to have healthy options and be on a budget too. Now, some of these things I'm mentioning aren't they're not superfoods. They're not some of the things that I would really highly recommend, but they definitely fit in your budget and they are a great healthy choice. So number 1, and these aren't in any particular order, but number 1 is plain low-fat yogurt. And the reason why I said get plain is because you can do a lot more with plain yogurt than you can with any of the flavored yogurts. For example, if you were to buy the strawberry yogurt, really the only thing you can do with it, maybe eat it for breakfast, eat it as a snack. But with the plain yogurt, you can combine it with balsamic vinegar to make a dressing. You can combine it in recipes. You can also use it as breakfast, put it in a smoothie. So there's just a lot more ways you can use it, and then you don't have to buy anything additional, so it's going to keep your budget low. Number 2, carrot and celery sticks. These make awesome, very easy, cheap, and convenient snacks. You can put them in little baggies, take them anywhere you go, and they're packed with nutrients, loaded with vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and they're just really great way to snack, but then also get your servings of vegetables in throughout the day. Number 3, fresh mushrooms. Now, a lot of people wouldn't think about having fresh mushrooms around, but these are great if you put them on your salads. And the way that I like to use the mushrooms is I actually slice them on a julienne slicer, which a lot of times is on a cheese grater. It's the long, thin razor edge, and you just run the mushroom over it, and it basically makes the mushroom slice so thin, like paper thin. And so I put that on my salads. I will use that just as a snack on its own, combine it with other vegetables. But the importance of having mushrooms in your diet, and a lot of studies are starting to come out now that different mushrooms provide different benefits. But the point is just that if you have fresh mushrooms around, then you're more apt to eat them. Number 4, deli turkey. Now, I typically wouldn't recommend deli turkey in certain situations because they typically are loaded with sodium, and particularly sodium nitrate and nitrites, which can actually be carcinogens. However, if you're on a budget and you need a kind of a cheap source of protein, deli turkey can be a great source of protein, and you can keep it in the refrigerator for a pretty long period of time, and it's easy to make in sandwiches, your own salads, things like that. Number 5, cucumbers. Cucumbers do make a great snack. You can put peanut butter on them. You can dip them in some dressing, put them on a salad, just eat them by themselves because they're a crunchy snack. So I recommend peeling the cucumber if you are not going to buy organic, just because they do have a lot of pesticides and waxes on the skin. But otherwise, you can eat the skin, which does have a lot of fiber and nutrients. Number 6 is cottage cheese. Now, cottage cheese in its regular form is actually pretty high in fat, but you can now buy low-fat, non-fat cottage cheese, and cottage cheese is an amazing source of protein. And like one serving of cottage cheese, you can get like 14 grams of protein. So if you're buying the low-fat or the non-fat, almost all of your calories are coming from protein. So, and especially when students are low on budget and typically the meats and that kind of food is the most expensive, having a source like this that provides a lot of protein is a great alternative. Number 7, oranges. Now, oranges are one of my favorite foods, very high in vitamin C, very high in other vitamins and minerals. If you choose to not buy the oranges, say you prefer the orange juice, just make sure that the orange juice you're using is not from concentrate, because all of the juices from concentrate, even if it says all natural all over the label, it's going to have added sugar, and it's not like they're squeezing the oranges and making a juice out of it. That's not the process it goes through. So if you're going to buy orange juice, make sure it's not from concentrate. But either way, orange juice or the whole orange, you can actually throw in a blender with other berries to make a smoothie, and it adds a great citrus flavor. Number 8, fresh spinach. Fresh spinach is one of the things that I eat every single day as a salad. I use that in place of iceberg or in place of other greens that people typically will use in a salad. But not only that, you can cook spinach very easily, even in a dorm room setting. Heat it up a little bit in the microwave, although I don't typically recommend microwave use. There's just certain situations that you don't have any other option, and so that's one way to eat it. With spinach, some of the nutrients are more absorbable if the spinach is cooked. So try not to eat it the same way every single day. Change it up a little bit. Have it cooked one day, have it steamed one day, have it fresh one day, so that way you're mixing it up. Number 9, tomatoes. Now, I found one of my favorite tomatoes is the small cherry tomatoes. They're the perfect serving size. It doesn't require any cutting. Throw them on a salad, eat them themselves. I love just eating the cherry tomatoes by themselves. It does make a fabulous snack. And they have a lot of antioxidants in them too. And if you heat them up slightly, the antioxidants are a little bit more available. But either way, great snack. And if you aren't going to buy the organic tomatoes, make sure you wash the tomatoes before you eat them, because they will have some residue on the skin. Number 10, milk and soy milk. Now, I threw the soy milk in there because that's a great alternative. Whether or not you're lactose intolerant, it provides great protein. It is going to be a little bit lower in calories, a little bit lower in fat, and I think it's just a good thing to have and not be so dependent on regular cow's milk for a lot of various reasons. But if you are buying the soy milk, just make sure you buy the unsweetened kind. There's lots of flavored soy milks out there, but they all have a lot of sugar. So even the plain has added sugar. So just make sure the soy milk you're buying is unsweetened and that the milk you're buying is organic. Here are 2 bonus items for your refrigerator. Fresh berries, which are in season from February to August, so they're going to be lower in price, which is, when you get berries out of season, they are very expensive. So if you buy them in season, and you can actually even go to berry farms and pick them for a lot cheaper. So if you live in an area, just research and see if there's any berry farms around you. That's a good way to get berries. And you can use them in smoothies. They're great snacks, provide a lot of nutrients. And then the other bonus item is apples. 65 calories for 1 apple, low glycemic, has a ton of fiber, very good snack choice, and you can put a little peanut butter on that and you're getting protein too. Now, like I said, this video was made for students in a dorm room that were on a very strict budget. But this can work for anyone. This can work for you if you're on a budget. Of course, this isn't going to include the superfoods that I highly recommend, because those are just, those can be expensive. And when you're on a tight budget, you need to have some options of healthy foods and not necessarily foods that are the superfoods, which will be more money. So here's some great things to have in your refrigerator. If you get these and these are your staples, you're on the right path. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your comments, rate the video, and I will see you next time. Bye.
For hundreds of great more videos like this one, check out the Psychetruth channel on YouTube.